Okay, I'm making a Tex-Mex black bean and pumpkin soup. These are most of all the ingredients. You will need a tablespoon of chili powder, tablespoon of any citrus fruit. I'm using tangerines because they're on my tree. Tablespoon of what is that? Thyme, and a tablespoon of parsley. 1 can of pumpkin puree, 2 cans of black beans, a 1/4 cup of, it's not minced yet, but minced cilantro, and 1 onion, and that's 4 cups of chicken broth, and you'll need olive oil and salt to taste. Let's begin. Okay, you just saute the onions for maybe 3 minutes, and after you do that, you add your 2 teaspoons of garlic. And we'll saute it together for another 5 minutes until the onions are kind of like translucent. And just keep kind of stirring it every so often. Now that the onions are like kind of brownish goldish color, you can see like there's nice brown bits on the bottom. You want to add your chili powder and your other spices. Toss them in and kind of stir them in. This way they get kind of aromatic because of the heat from, it's really hard to stir with one hand by the way, from the heat in the pan. You let that stir for a little bit. Okay, as you can see, now the onions are kind of like beautifully colored. And you also want to add your salt next. Just nice kind of, because you're doing a soup and you want enough salt to cover everything. Maybe like a teaspoon. And then what you do is you add your black beans, like that. And then also your broth. And you can use any kind of broth you want. This is, because it's vegetarian, I'm just using vegetable broth. You can get it bouillon cubes, or you can do it wet broth in a can. I find bouillon, or also the, is it like the kind of wet broth? It's kind of like a scoopable broth. It's dehydrated. Oh my god, it's a concentrated broth. Anyway, but so you put that in your stock pot. Okay, now get your pot to boiling like that. And I'm actually going to add some corn. It's not part of my recipe, but I'm going to add a little bit of corn for a little bit fiber and kind of deliciousness added to the soup. And then what you're also going to do is add your citrus juice, your cilantro, and your pumpkin puree. Just flopped out. So that's it. And you stir it, and then you just heat it through. And you just make sure it's all nice and smooth out. Just like that. And that's all there is. This is the finished product. It's tasty. Enjoy.